walgun tawbian Maori tanto redeem hamina English ne chau mawin ne tergungang ko no tanto read na the language ne mai me chau tan ko sungu no mansana na na walgun tawbian te Korean.
My parents were really into missions. When I was really young, we actually had a missions conference that my grandpa started long before I was born. I grew up listening to missionary stories and never really thinking I'd go overseas myself, but here I am.
We were assigned a language here on Guadalcanal, the Malongo language group. This was formerly an unwritten language. We wanted to get words collected and start working on a dictionary so that people could see and start to write what it would look like when they were writing their own language. We started translation training in several different villages, which was a great time and really instilled an understanding in some of these men, the difficulty of the task. So Genesis was the leader of the team and had the challenge of drafting the Gospel of Luke. We had a 68-year-old man in Ezra who was given the task of drafting the book of Jonah. He had the opportunity to preach in his local church one Sunday and decided he would take up his draft to the pulpit and read it. When he read that in Malongo, the room just got super quiet. As they got to the part where God said to Jonah, "What right do you have to be angry?" And he said, "I am angry. I am angry enough to die." And later on, after the service was over, some people came up to him and said, "Was that real? Did that really happen?" "Yeah, that's what it says, Jonah chapter 4. And he talked just like that to God." They said, "Wow, we get angry like that too, but never realized that people in the Bible would have those same emotions that we share in our own communities." Some of the challenges we faced were physical. We had some rivers to cross to get to our village, and sometimes those rivers were flooding.
The rain and the wet and the mud, and you just can't keep yourself clean.
We also had some bouts of infections and things just from getting mosquito bites. Then we found out that the situation with our admin team here in Honiara was changing. This new role of filling in as director for the unit here in Solomon Islands has been a new learning experience for me. We've set a provision so that I can spend one day every week working on translation checking.
Throw, shrub, shrimp, shrimp.
A day for me usually looks like me homeschooling our oldest kids.
9 plus 3. My favorite subject is math because it has fun problems, but it also has some hard problems. Mommy, it's this one again.
And keeping the house going, keeping everyone alive. With my business background, I've helped with some of the month-end finance checking.
What really motivates me is that we work in a country here where there's a real hunger for God and knowing His Word. We want to encourage that, help people to encounter scriptures in the language that they know best, and then see them grow in their own faith.